What's up, everybody? It's ADB95, and I'm joined by Castor once more
Hello.
to get another recap. It's been a while, but we're here now, and let's talk about recent matches of Week 8. So we had the very first draw of the whole competitive scene in Hogs of War. It was Raging Looney versus Crumble, a very, very much fun match to watch.
Yeah, I just watched the game earlier today, and it really had so much twists and turnarounds and just overall funny scenes. So if you missed it, you should definitely watch it.
If anything, it's probably the match where you can tell the two players are having the most fun.
Yeah, that of course, and also yeah, it describes the whole game so well. Just you don't know
Yeah,
what happens
that
next.
game is
Yeah,
Hogs of War in a nutshell.
very true.
So let's move on to your game, Castor. You beat Axe by 94-0.
Yeah, it
Are you?
was closer than it looked like. So the second match on Duel Fun sure was pretty close. If Xbar hit the tranquilizer at the end, it could have been the other way.
Yeah, and Axby is still looking for the first victory, but I like the way Axby is approaching the tournament. Like he's lost every match so far, but he keeps trying to improve himself. So really proud of him. And then we'll move on to Pinstripe versus Mashatino. Mashatino destroyed the Pinstripe in the second match with 5 engineers, which our boy Pin was not happy about. And I'm going to take that opportunity to say that in the playoffs, there's not going to be any more than 2 engineers per match. This is the second restriction we're introducing, apart from the ones that were already there.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely needed. You see a lot of engineers over all the matches around because they're really strong, and I think restricting them to only two per team is a fair call and definitely needed.
Yes, I agree. Then there's Derp versus Bobby, which I don't remember much, to be honest, because it's been a while now since I watched it, but Derp won 2-0.
Oh yeah, just thinking about it. Yeah, it was a one-way system and 10 busters to play the mergers.
Yes, true.
Yeah, I remember Herb's incredible TNT shot where he TNT'd the Grenadier to the small platform and killed.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
amazing. That was a really good one. And Derp is really doing good so far in last weeks. But yeah, let's move on to the last match, which is me against Ironfox, which is my second loss of this league.
Yeah, it was really an intense match, exciting and close to the end. I think was there one match where anybody won with more than one pick alive?
No, that was not this one. That was the match where I made a very good comeback
Yeah,
in the second game, and
no,
my God, I missed out on that rocket launcher at the end.
yeah, that's true. That it was costly and yeah, but phew, it was really so close. Everybody could have won this match. Just yeah, slight mistake.
Yeah, yeah, and
Turned
again,
around
I
there.
was salty at the end, of course, because I lost that way. But in the end, I'm more proud of myself for having almost completed that incredible comeback more than anything. So, yeah, I'll be going to week 9 with a clear head, I guess. And speaking of which, we have the current standings with 8 matches played for each of our players. And hold on, okay, cut that out. We got Castor in front, of course, and he is also sure of first place because IDB 95, which is me, Mashatino, and Ironfox are all tied at second place with only 3 points less than Castor. But you got a head-to-head advantage on all of us, so even if we do reach you, you're still ahead, which means you're automatically first place. Then there's Derp and Pinstripe in 5th and 6th place with 15 and 12 points, just 3 points behind the big group. And then we got the other people which are unfortunately not going to qualify for the playoffs, which are Crumble and Raging Looney tied with 7 points because, as we said, we've seen the first draw. Then Bobby with 3 points and Xbar, unfortunately, with no wins so far. And again, this is going to be the 6 people who are going to face in the playoffs: Castor, ADB, Mashatino, Ironfox, Derp, and Pinstripe. Want to talk about how each one of us has done, because the league is pretty over so far.
Yeah, well, we can definitely do so. Let's start. I think bottom of the table this time, and just go all the way up. I would say.
Yeah, as I said before, Xbar is really doing good in a way of keep trying to get better, even though he has not won any game so far. But he definitely wants to improve, to keep pushing, and which is the right approach. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I think we saw he improving his gameplay from week 1 till week 8. But I think we saw it with every player that gameplay or the quality of gameplay has risen above the weeks, and everybody has getting closer to their potential, I think, and but we're still not reaching the end so far. So
yeah, and I hope he can reach it in the end. Then let's move to Bobby, which I'm really surprised to see with only 1 win at the bottom of the table, because supposedly he's one of the more experienced players in the whole server.
For me, he was some kind of like a dark horse player most of the time. So he really was close in some games, had fantastic turns he did, or fantastic plays, and I feel like he has only 4 rounds won, but for me it feels like he has way more than that. He really did some,
Maybe it's just the lack of experience in competitive play. That's basically what he also said at the very beginning.
Yeah, too.
Then there's Raging Looney, our streamer of the league. What do you think of his play?
Yeah, I think you can tell he's also having fun, especially with Crumble and Bobby. That I think that were the 2 most funniest game in the league.
Yeah, definitely.
They were great, and he also got a lot of close matches. I think the only thing he kind of needs to improve a bit is not giving up that early. He would have still had chances in a few games, I think, if he stick to it to the end. So I think that's a thing he can improve, but the talent is definitely there.
Then there's Crumble, which is I will say he's been a casual player from the start, but the improvement on his gameplay throughout the weeks has been very much considerable.
Yeah, I mean he's one an experienced player as well. He speedrun the game a lot earlier, and I think he just had to get into it again, and he definitely did the last couple of weeks, and we see him improving a lot, and also having fun. That's the most important part.
Yeah, definitely. And there's the first qualified of the playoffs is Pinstripe, the main guy, as we call him.
Yeah, the main guy. That's a good name. Yeah, like he organized it all, but also is one of the main guys in terms of gameplay. I think he also had I think every match of his was close. I can't remember one match it wasn't close. He played so.
Yeah, I can definitely remember mine with him.
Yeah, it really stepped up his gameplay as well, and I don't know.
I will say he is, I think, the player who uses best the strategy of body blocking. I kind of noticed this, and I think he is the one that always manages to frustrate his opponent with that in a good way.
Yeah, he just has to be aware of the scoop. That's all. but let's move on to number 5 spot.
Derp, the American guy, which has been playing some of the matches in crazy times due to the time difference. but he is a very solid player. I remember from his match against me, he made almost no mistakes, and I was just able to win because of a airstrike drop.
Yeah, and I respect him because I think he has the worst internet, or one of the worst internet of all of them. But he's never complaining about playing early, playing with lag or something. He's always accepting the facts and trying his best without complaining. So I really like that about him.
Yeah, definitely. And also, he is the only one who has beaten you.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to be honest, but because I think he's better than his place shows at the moment. But I think all of the players in the league are really experienced and great players. So yeah,
Yeah, I definitely say the top six right now have almost the same level, every one of them. But we'll see who comes on top in the end. And let's move on to Ironfox, who is a player that had started the league in a flamboyant way, which I think he stayed unbeaten in every round until like week 4 or something. Now he's slowed down a little bit, but still coming strong in the last weeks, especially last week with the victory against me, which
yeah,
was a very intense match.
yeah, and also you have to say that his loss against me was very unlucky because what were the odds? And without if he had won this the league, it all would have looked differently. But still, he has the chance for second place, which we'll talk
We'll talk about it later,
in
yeah.
a minute. Yeah, but good gameplay
And
from him as
then
well.
and then there's Mashatino. What do you want to say about Mashatino?
I think he's the most try-hard guy so far, and we definitely see it in his strategy and gameplay. His lineups are really well thought about, and yeah,
Yeah,
just
there's one word I would like to describe him is methodic.
yeah, yeah. That's a good thing, but also I think that's one of his greatest weaknesses because one thing I notice about him is that if he is out of his strategy for the first couple of turns and he has to improvise, that's where he's taken too long to really decide what to do.
Yeah, true. You're saying that he is not too good at changing strategy on the road.
Yeah, that's where it
Okay.
definitely can improve from what I have seen so far.
And then there's me with in second place currently, but it's a tiny ice second place. I would like to you to talk about me because I mean, what can I say about me?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that you've played great games so far. They were all close games as well. So you only lost 2 games, and every of the games was so close. Just 1-2, and also yeah, like I said, the comeback with the single scout
Yeah,
in Frostfight was great, and also you're kind of a strategy guy as well, planning ahead, a
yeah.
lot of returns, using the poison strategy, utilizing that a lot. So yeah, and you're battling also for the second place, which
Yeah, I'd say my one thing I will say about myself is that I really have a little bit of trouble uh, managing matches where I'm in an advantage. And on the other hand, when I'm at a disadvantage, I play much better. I don't know why, but that's what I've noticed so far.
hmm,
And
yeah,
then there's you, Castor. And I will say you were and still are the favorite, the one I think will win in the end. But you took a little more risks than I thought you would. I mean, you have lost a match against Derp. You very much risked losing, like, I think against Pinstripe and against Ironfox. But yeah, you're still on top, so that speaks for yourself, I think.
yeah. I mean, the loss against Abda was. I mean, he played great, but it was totally my fault. And how it's the map called? And you look. Where I just go. I was too confident that I will win this and got to the island and punched his orderly and he destroyed me then. So I mean that was my fault. I was just too overconfident I will win this. And yeah, that's one thing in the league we noticed. It's never over. It's never over till it's over.
Yeah, that was exactly my problem when I faced you back in the first week. I lost because I was too confident, and after the first one I had won. But
Yeah,
now let's move on to the last topic of today, which is the second place struggle. And why is second place so important, Castor? Would you like to explain that?
yeah. We like we mentioned before, we have the first 6 players will advance into the playoffs, and of course, if you have 6 people in the playoffs, yeah, you have to. The table will. How should I say it?
The table will have two people that will have to advance.
Yeah, 2 people are basically on a bye, so they will have their free spot in the semifinals, and the remaining 4 people will battle for the remaining 2 spots in the semifinals.
Yeah,
So first and second place will automatically go into the semifinals, and also will not face each other. So
unless they go into the final, of course.
unless they go into the finals, yeah, but not they will not face they will not
Yeah,
face each other in the semifinals. So you basically skip a playoff round if you are in first or second spots, and that's like you said earlier. First, I'm already in first spot, but the second spot we have 3 people with 80
yeah.
points, so that battle it will be intense and it will be important.
Yeah, so I will go very quickly about how we determine second place. So, in case of tie of points, we determine second who's in front by head to head, which means that, for example, if me and you were to go on a tie, you would win because you won the match against me. And if that's tied as well, we go to set difference and then to the total number of set won. And currently now at the table, which we're showing right now on the screen, ADB 95, Mashatino, and Ironfox are battling for second place. But due to the current scores, each one of them has to have a very specific outcome from week 9 to stay second. And I'll go very quickly about the conditions. So for me, ADB95 is in second place if he wins 2-0 and Mashatino also wins with any result, but also if he wins 2-1 and Mashatino also wins 2-1, or if he wins and Ironfox loses. On the other hand, Mashatino goes second place if he wins 2-0, I win 2-1, and Ironfox also wins. Or if he wins and I lose. An Ironfox, this is really simple, will only go second place if he wins and Mashatino loses.
So, like I said, it's all open. Everybody can reach second place, and yeah, everybody have to free, of course. But I'm looking forward to see who will come out of it in the end, and yeah, that
Yeah,
it sure will be close.
I'm definitely aiming for that second spot because I'm not gonna lie, the stress, not really the stress because it's also fun, but what's a tamer word for that? I'll go with stress. The stress of playing one last match is very important in the playoffs, because we're raising the level of the plays. So being already at the semifinal will be a psychological advantage, I guess.
True, and to let you know who the opponents for the last week are, I
Of
think
course.
we should have a quick talk about week 9, who's facing who. So
Yes.
we have 5 games once again, of course. One of them is me against Raging Looney.
Yeah, which is basically another match that only counts for having fun at this point.
We are unthinkable. Of course, I will try to win it, but I won't be too sweaty, try hard. But yeah, I want. Yeah, I will play at my best.
Yeah, another one that also is not really that important in terms of rankings is Pinstripe versus XY94. Although Pinstripe technically could still surpass Derp in 5th place.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it doesn't make really that much of a difference except you face a different opponent in the playoffs. So it's another match where you're just having fun.
Yeah, and Pin should be the favorite in that one, but But we'll see how it come out.
Maybe Xbar will get his first victory right at the end.
We'll see. Then we have you against Crumble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if
Go ahead.
I just want to say, if you want, you have, if you win 2-0, you will be on second place. So we'll definitely aim for that. But like we said, Crumble improved his gameplay a lot the last couple of weeks. So you will have to,
Yeah, and also not exactly if I do win 2-0, because I also need to hope that Mashatino wins.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the interesting thing about this is that nobody can only look at their match. We all have to hope for something else to happen, and which is why we're going to go to Derp versus Mashatino, which is probably the closest match looking just at the names of the week 9.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm very much looking forward to that because they're both good players, and I'm seeing a good match between those two.
And then we're going to end it with Ironfox versus Bobby, which Ironfox needs to win again to hope for second place, or at least to get a better spot than fourth place. And Bobby is unfortunately out of the playoff fight, but he will still look to have a good game, I guess.
Yeah, of course, and yeah, Bobby has nothing to lose, so maybe some nerfs for Ironfox, and yeah, we will see a surprise there, but let's see.
Yeah, and that wraps it all up. There's a big talk about what's going on currently in the league, and we hope to see you in the next matches, which are going to be crucial. And we also, of course, hope to see you in the playoffs, which will be streamed on Pinstripe channels, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that will be seen in Pinstripe channels, and I guess there will be sometimes later also uploaded to the league channel.
Yeah, probably.
But it will definitely be live streamed on Pin's channel.
Okay, so we are good to go now, and we'll see you in the next matches. Castor, you wanna say something else, or we can call it?
I think we should call it and look forward to the last week.